If you're a woman in your 70s or beyond, and you've ever felt a little leak when you laugh, sneeze, or get up too quickly, I want you to stay with me, because I'm going to share something today that most women are never told. In fact, it's something most doctors won't even bring up unless you ask, and by then, the damage is often already done. I'm talking about a common daily mistake that silently weakens your pelvic floor over time. It has nothing to do with age itself, but everything to do with how you move your body, how you breathe, and how you support your core. And once you know what it is, you can stop doing it and start protecting one of the most important muscle groups in your entire body. This mistake affects whether you leak urine, whether you feel heavy down there, whether you can enjoy intimacy, and how confident and strong you feel every single day. So if you've been told, this is just what happens after 70, I want you to erase that thought completely. Because your body is not broken, it's ready to be cared for in a new, wiser way. I'm Dr. Susan Hartley, and today I'm going to help you understand, prevent, and fix the number one mistake that silently weakens your pelvic floor, starting right now. Let's talk about it openly, honestly, and with zero shame. Before we dive in, let me properly introduce myself. I'm Dr. Susan Hartley, a women's health specialist with over 25 years of experience working with women in midlife and beyond. I've had the privilege of guiding thousands of women through menopause, intimacy changes, pelvic health challenges, and emotional transitions that come with aging. And I've seen firsthand how many women feel embarrassed, ignored, or confused when their bodies start to change. Especially when it comes to pelvic strength, leaking, and confidence in their core. But here's what I want you to know. These topics are not taboo. They are not shameful. And you are not alone. The pelvic floor is a powerful part of your body. And with the right care, you can restore its strength, prevent issues, and even reclaim sensation and connection. I'm not here to sell you fear. I'm here to give you facts and hope. So let's get into it. Alright, let's talk about the mistake. The number one mistake women over 70 make that weakens the pelvic floor is this holding your breath when you move, strain, or lift. That's it. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly impactful. Every time you hold your breath, whether you're getting out of a chair, picking up a laundry basket, reaching for something heavy, or even coughing or sneezing, you're actually building up pressure inside your abdomen. This is called intra-abdominal pressure. That pressure has to go somewhere, and if your core muscles aren't engaged correctly, the pressure travels downward, straight to your pelvic floor. Over time, this causes weakening of the pelvic muscles, stretching of the tissues that hold your bladder, uterus, and bowels, and in some cases, pelvic organ prolapse. Now, here's the thing, this isn't your fault. No one taught us how to breathe and move as our bodies change with age. We were told to just do it or push through. But after menopause, our connective tissue becomes less elastic, estrogen drops. Muscles take longer to bounce back. That means small things, like how you stand or lift, matter more than ever. Let me give you real-life examples of where this mistake shows up. You go to stand up from a deep couch. You brace, hold your breath, and push yourself up. You bend down to pick up a grocery bag. You hold your breath and lift. You cough hard, clench your stomach, and unknowingly bear down. You do a sit-up or crunch in an exercise class and hold your breath out of habit. Each time your pelvic floor bears the brunt. You might not feel anything at first, but over the weeks and months you notice small leaks when you laugh. A heavy or bulging feeling, difficulty feeling sensation during intimacy, or just a general lack of support down there. And most women assume this is just getting old. But it's not age, it's pressure. And you can fix it. Let's talk about why this matters, not just from a medical perspective, but in your everyday life. Because this isn't just about muscles. It's about your freedom. When your pelvic floor is weak, you start to feel less in control of your own body. You avoid long walks because you're afraid of leaks. You turn down intimacy because it feels uncomfortable. You stop doing light exercise because of pressure or fear. And maybe worst of all, you stop trusting your body. And it happens slowly, so slowly that you barely notice until it becomes your normal. But it doesn't have to be. I've worked with 72-year-old women who stopped going to church because they leaked during long services. Women in their 80s who gave up gardening, their lifelong joy, because bending over made them feel heavy and anxious. And every time I show them how to breathe differently, how to move smarter, they regain that freedom. No surgery, no prescriptions, just education and support. Because here's the truth, a strong pelvic floor isn't about youth. It's about connection and care. And you're never too old to make that connection stronger. Now that we know the mistake, let's talk about how to fix it. Start by noticing how you breathe throughout the day. Do you hold your breath when standing up? Do you gasp or grunt when bending or lifting? Do you clench your belly and forget to exhale? The first step to changing this habit is awareness. Take a full day and just observe your breath. Then begin to train yourself to exhale with effort. Here's a simple 3-step habit I teach every woman in my clinic. First, before you move, pause and prepare. Don't rush. Think about your breath. Second, gently tighten your lower belly, like you're zipping up a pair of pants. This activates your deep core without clenching. And third, exhale as you move. As you stand, lift or bend, breathe out, not in. Let your breath carry the pressure upward, not downward. It feels strange at first, but soon it becomes second nature, and your pelvic floor starts to feel supported again. You don't need to do complicated workouts, but movement is essential. Here are a few beginner options. Try Kegels done gently and with breath. Try bridge lifts, lying on your back and lifting your hips slowly. Try seated marches, sit upright and lift one knee at a time. Or do wall sits, back against a wall, sliding down a little and holding. And always pair these with slow, controlled breathing. How you sit and stand impacts your pelvic floor. Sit on your sit bones, not tucked under. Avoid slouching. Stand tall, chest lifted, shoulders back, head aligned. And when sitting for long periods, shift gently and breathe deeply. Also, don't avoid drinking water. Many women stop drinking water because they fear leaking, but dehydration irritates the bladder and makes leaks worse. Drink water steadily throughout the day, and practice timed bathroom trips every 2 to 3 hours to train your bladder. Finally, let's talk about mindset. The pelvic floor responds to stress, shame, and silence. If you felt ashamed, disconnected, or frustrated with your body, I want you to know this: you are not a problem to be fixed. You are a woman whose body has changed, and still deserves care, pleasure, and strength. The more you understand your pelvic floor, the more you'll feel in control of your daily life. This is your body. Let's work with it, not against it. I know this was a lot to take in. And maybe, for the first time, someone's finally explaining what's been happening in your body all these years. But here's what I want you to remember. You are not weak. You are not broken. You have simply never been taught how to move, breathe, and care for your body in this stage of life. But now you know, and with small changes, done consistently, you can feel stronger, more confident, and more at home in your body than you've felt in decades. So take a deep breath. Exhale. That breath, that awareness, is your first step back to strength. I'm Dr. Susan Hartley. I post weekly videos to help women just like you navigate aging with wisdom, power, and dignity. If this video helped you, please click the like button. It helps more women find this information. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. Your story isn't ending, it's evolving. And you get to write the next chapter with strength. I'll see you in the next.